Welcome to an ordinary day in my life. Watch this vlog until the end if you don't believe a healthy lifestyle can be easy. By sharing my unpretentious healthy lifestyle, I'm not gonna convince you, but inspire you to live your best life. Good morning and welcome to the vlog. Welcome to another day in my life. Welcome to my Friday. Oh, it's sunny. Actually, it's too hot. Even for me, even for a Brazilian like me today, it's hot. Actually, it's not as hot as it used to be in Brazil, but I think after a few years here, you kind of lose your ability of function under the sun, I would say. So, okay, let's focus on the vlog. Today is Friday, is a more chill day, a more relaxing day here. But today I have a challenge because if you are not new here, welcome. I'm Luciana Couto. I'm a health and wellness coach. If you're a regular here or if you watched it a few vlogs ago, I tried to make temakis, which is kind of a Japanese street food or snack. It's very popular in Brazil, that's why I tried. And I said that I was not satisfied with the results. It was nutritious, the most important thing, it was healthy, it was delicious, but it was not pretty. The third feature I am seeking here. So because I never give up, I always say if you've ever done a yoga class with me, I always say that never give up, try another day, don't worry, regroup, rethink, think about another strategy, but never give up. So today we are going to revisit that challenge. Oh boy, I'm sweating here. So I'm not gonna talk too much. I'm gonna make a coffee. I said coffee, please. I'm gonna mount my umbrella. I'm gonna work for a little because I have some work to do. And then and then I have to go to the grocery store to buy a few things. I have a strategy, a simple strategy, and I'm pretty confident that this time we are going to nail. So come with me.
Appalachian sunrise meets my skin. Even with my eyes still closed, I can feel it coming in. Golden, golden, I'll follow only golden, golden, golden things.
So I'm going to the grocery store now because I have a few things to buy for the temaki. I have to buy, you're going to see what I'm gonna buy. I don't have to explain. Let's go.
She got all the drugs she'll need tonight. Know that she won't die if she sneezes right. Never wanna talk, pleading all the fights. Wanna take a walk on the other side. Feeling really fly on her feet tonight. Got her something good, now she Jesus Christ. Creeping up on her like she way too high. I'm about to take a walk on the other side. If the people at the party look away, if peace here to cover up the scene, doesn't really matter what you do. She gon' have to get herself up off her knees. Everybody looking up to pray, hoping so that this won't be the week. She only ever wanted to be cool. She never thought that she was gonna freeze. Such a small mistake, didn't calculate all that she could take.
I'm back home with everything I need. Actually, not everything. I wanted to add sesame seeds. I thought it would be a good idea to finish with sesame seeds, but I couldn't find. So, I have to be careful with this. I got seaweed sheets. Again, let's be careful because I don't know if they break easily. I got pretty much the same things. Carrots, I got organic carrots because they are not as easy to find at Costco. Another thing that I got because it's easier to find organic there, cucumber, and what more? Radish. Radish is not for the temakis, but I like to buy radishes there. And another thing that I got, if you watch it the first time when I tried, I said I would make the cones with shrimp because I was more comfortable by steaming shrimps using something steamed than making sashimi at home because I was not comfortable with. But then when I was there, okay, I never prepare sashimi at home because I'm kind of afraid of raw fish, yada yada, but I always eat when I go to restaurants. Why do I trust the restaurants more than myself? And I thought, okay, let's try it. If you are watching this vlog, it's because we survived. So I was taking a look on the salmon fillets they had there, and I was looking for a small one. I checked if they were wild caught, yada yada, and I chose one that I thought it was okay, good. But when I was at the cashier, I realized that I got trout instead of salmon. So trout will be trout, how can I say that? Trout. You know, that fish that looks like salmon, but it's not salmon. Actually, I think they live in the river. Thank God this is a vlog about healthy lifestyle and not about fishing or seafood, because you could find better sources out there. But yeah, that's what I got. That's what we are going to use. But later, because we have to continue with our day, I have to have lunch. I still have to work on a few things. But stay tuned because today we are going to have a good temaki. Not that the other ones were not good, but you know, they are going to be pretty as well. So time to have lunch. And of course I don't have to cook because I made double. Last night I prepared my tofu ball, a staple here, a classic here in the vlogs. So I have tofu that I grilled, I wouldn't say I grilled, I steered. Yeah, I pan fried, I would say. Coconut oil and soy sauce. I have 1 boiled egg, avocado, carrots, leaf greens, tomatoes. Oh, and I have bread. Yesterday I made my bread. If you're regular here, you know that I bake my own bread, whole wheat bread. It's a recipe that you can find on my website. Go to lucianawellness.com/bread and you can find this recipe. It always works. Besides being delicious, it's nutritious, it's healthy, it's whole wheat bread. Sometimes I like to complement my salads or my bowls with this bread because it's good carbs. The carbs that are good for us. Don't be afraid of carbs, just eat the right ones.
Gonna freeze, such a small mistake. Didn't calculate all that she could take. All the snowflakes, and whoa, she got all the drugs she'll need tonight. Know that she won't die if she sneezes right. Never want.
I'm gonna start to prepare our temakis for tonight. It's not night yet. It's not time to eat them. But if you watch that vlog, I explained it that we usually don't eat them hot, but cold, or at least at room temperature. And because I have to cook rice and steamed shrimp, I'm gonna do this now so I can let it cooling aside, and when we are ready I just need to assemble the cones. In that vlog I explained why I chose brown rice instead of white rice. If you wanna, you can watch that vlog. I explain everything, but summarizing the recipe, the traditional recipe is with white rice, but here we try to compromise a little and find a healthy balance. And I explained it to you that you don't have to cook the brown rice, or choose whatever rice you want, whatever you feel comfortable with. The only thing is always try to compromise a little towards a healthier recipe version, and that's what we are doing now. I don't have any problem eating brown rice. I actually love brown rice, and that's our rice of choice here, so we are going to use brown rice. I totally recommend you to watch that video because I explained my, how can I say, my idea of a rule where we have the healthiest version possible on one edge and the least healthy recipe on the other edge. And you have to find a place in between those that you feel comfortable with, but always trying to push to the healthiest version possible. So you can watch that because it's interesting. It's just a way of thinking, I would say. Every time I look at a recipe, at a traditional recipe, I try to compromise a little and make it a little healthier, but always trying to find where I'm comfortable with, because life is too short. We have to enjoy food, right? We cannot eat something that we don't like just because it's healthy, but at the same time we cannot just indulge ourselves, right? So yeah, watch that video. I'm gonna cook the rice with water, a little of salt, a pinch of salt, because when we assemble the cones we are going to use soy sauce. So yeah, that's it.
먼지투성이 hands are trembling right now, right now. Deep blue water sea, afraid of jumping in right now, right now. 한 발을 내밀었어, 걱정이 많이 있어. It's a bit of love, man. It's a little tough, yeah. 담배를 물고 있어, 생각이 너무 깊어.
So I had this idea. I was researching about how safe it is to just cut the salmon, in my case the trout. How can I say trout or trout? Trout, the fish I have. I read an article that you would have to freeze it for at least 7 days. Other people, they just buy it fresh and cut and serve. But then while I was researching the recipes quote unquote, I had this idea because I already made ceviche in the past. If you're not familiar with ceviche, it's a Peruvian dish made with raw fish, but it's not completely raw because they use this technique. They actually marinate the fish on lime juice and other things. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna marinate my salmon in lime juice, and maybe I'm gonna use some soy sauce. I'm gonna let it sit for a couple of hours because I'm planning to assemble in a couple of hours. So that way it's not just raw fish. I mean, technically it's still raw, but you have the chemical reaction from the lime juice that kind of cooks it. But I don't know if the term is cook it because it doesn't involve any type of fire. But anyways, I'm gonna do that because I love the flavor. Actually, I'm gonna put in my list. So this summer we can make ceviche here. We love to make them and eat on the balcony. Of course, it's so summery. If you never had before, if you never had tried Peruvian food, I totally recommend. It's one of my favorite cuisines. So yeah, it's gonna be a fusion for a lack of a better word. You know, when you just mix things, you call it fusion, so it looks more fancy or chic.
Looking too deep, it's a little rough.
Just a pause because we have a urgent work to do.
Overthinking if I belong, but I'm where I need to be.
We just got an alert that it's gonna rain in a few minutes.
Stopping, that's what fly. Don't kill this mood, just sing it. Na, 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 na. Won't make it harder for your mind. Just dancing underwater right now. I've been swimming and swimming.
It's the first time I take off the skin of a fish, and I have to say, I am proud of myself. I did it good, right?
Into the deep end. I've been looking and looking around me lately. I've been finding shimmering, falling over me right now, right now. Yeah, 한숨을 쉬고 있어. 또 말.
So this skin is so beautiful that I thought maybe there is something I can do with it. I think I'm gonna make like a crispy skin chips. I don't know the name for that. I'm gonna put on parchment paper. I'm gonna coat it, not coat it, I'm gonna brush it. I'm gonna brush it with olive oil and I'm gonna bake for a few minutes until it's crispy. And yeah, maybe I'm gonna use on the temaki, like, I don't know, like a final touch, or maybe I'm gonna serve aside. Let's see what is gonna happen here.
I'm afraid of all things, and I said enough, yeah. Overthinking if I belong, but I'm where I need to be. Nobody's stopping us from fly. Don't kill this mood, just singing na 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 na. Won't make it harder for your mind. Just dancing underwater right now. I'm there swimming into the deep end.
I was just finishing my planning for next week. And yes, I'm here on the dining table because I don't know, I have my office, but I don't know, I felt like during summer, everything I want to do is being outside. I work from the balcony almost every day when the weather allows me, and when it's raining I have to work inside, but I don't want to go to my office because I don't know, I feel so constricted there. I spend a lot of time there during winter, so I don't know, I just set my things here on the dining table, so that's why I'm here. But anyways, I was finishing my planning for next week for the club. If you are new here, I have an online wellness club for women where you can find everything you need to thrive on your wellness journey. You find yoga classes there, you find workshops, you find healthy recipes, a lot of amazing things. Check that out. During this month of July, you can sign up for the club for $1, the first month for $1, so you can try. I'm pretty sure you're going to love. And the best part of the club is the community. I think we can discuss a lot of things there. Actually, take advantage that I just started, so there are not many people in there. So you have more attention from me. You can ask me anything there. It's like having me as your coach, just saying. So yeah, I was finishing the planning because each week we have a theme. We start the week with a video on a theme and we have the discussion and we meditate over that theme. We have other activities related to that. And next week would be gratitude journal. Fun, right? Actually, when you watch this video, it's not gonna be the gratitude journal week anymore. No worries, you can watch all the past content. You have all the library available for you, and you can still ask me anything about gratitude journal in there. No worries about that. But anyways, I was finishing, and actually I want to show you something that I just started this week. July started this week. Today is July 5th. Yeah, 5th. So this week I started journaling on a Happy Planner. It's my first time using them. Actually, I started a month ago with a big one for actual planning. It's actually where I plan all the club content here. I think it's an easier way. But I got another one, a smaller one. Actually, this size is the standard one. How do they call this size? It's the regular one. This one is big. This one is the regular size. And I got this one not to plan, but to journal. And this was the first week. Look how beautiful it's becoming. I can talk more about this if you want. Let me know in the comments. I can talk to you about my process. I love journaling. I love scrapbooking. I love photography, those type of things. And what I like it about this system that I'm trying is that the spaces are small. So I just have to write down a few things, key points about that day. I place some photos. So yeah, it has been pretty fun. It's only the first week, but I can talk more about this in the future. I just wanted to show because I'm proud of it.
Headlights on the highway. If you only knew, being back here always makes me think of you.
So it's time to assemble the temakis. Let me show you. Oops, oops. Look how it turned out. Oh, yeah. Look at this beauty. Of course, it's high in calories, but the fat from the fish is a good one. I used olive oil, I bake it, so I would say it's healthier than other types of fat. Actually, in Brazil, we have, don't say anyone you heard it from me because this is not healthy at all. But in Brazil, there is, it says, it's not a dish, it's a snack actually, called torresmo, which is deep fried pig skin. Yes. I never like it that much, but it's pretty popular in Brazil, especially in bars, or when people gather to eat something while they are drinking beer. Actually, I think it's common in other parts of South America. I think they call it chicharrón. I don't know. If you are from South America, please let me know in the comments if you know it, if you also eat that, but you didn't hear it from me. Of course, it's not healthy at all. And I would deny it if someone asks me if I actually mentioned it in here in my vlogs. Okay, let's keep with the plan. Let's take a look at the fish. I have the shrimps here. I steamed them, and we have the fish here marinated in lime juice. Oh, it's good. It's delicious. Maybe I'm gonna make ceviche in the future. Let me know if you want. I love them. The plan is, the last time what I thought was that the cones were not beautiful because they were not full enough. I actually use the same sheets, and this package comes with 10, and I don't know why I used the whole package as if it was a rule that I had to follow, but this time I'm gonna use only 6 of them, 3 for me, 3 for my husband, and I'm gonna use the same amount of filling because in the end I liked the profile, I liked the calorie count, I liked the macro distribution, so overall it was healthy. So I'm gonna follow the same quantity, but I'm gonna fill only 3 of these, so they are going to be, how can I say, thicker. They are going to appear fuller, I would say. And besides the rice, I am gonna fill it with carrots, cucumber, and see if I have avocado, because yesterday the avocado was not ripe. Yeah, I think I can cut the avocado. As I told you in the other video, you can shred the cucumber and the carrot using a regular shredder, the same you use for cheese, or you can use a slicer and mandolin like this one and slice it pretty thin. But what I did that I liked it a lot, where is it? Yes. Which one I use it? I think it was this one. I'm gonna attach this blade to the mandolin, and it's gonna cut like julienne cut, and that's it. And we are going to assemble, of course, with soy sauce, and yeah, soy sauce. That's it. I forgot to mention, I am gonna add rice vinegar and stevia to the rice. You can use sugar. It's just because I have stevia, I'm gonna use stevia, but you can use sugar because it's not a pinch, it's a dash of sugar, and you are good to go.
Where you been and where you hiding? I know you're lying. Don't you try it, no. You really shouldn't play with fire. Put it out with water. But now you're drowning.
There's been a whole lot of trying, whole lot of crying, whole lot of telling me I should be dying or be like you, but I don't wanna be like you. There's been a whole lot of trying, whole lot of crying, whole lot of telling me I should be dying or be like you, but I don't wanna be like you. Cause I could do better. I could do better. I could do better than that. And you should know better. You should know better. You should know better than that. You're telling me I should go places. You're telling me that I'm too lazy. You are the one that is going crazy. Yeah. Cause you can't even hold your own, but you always know what's wrong with everyone else. How is that? You gonna have to call your friends, tell them that you're gonna be late, cause I'ma need you to explain. There's been a whole lot of trying, whole lot of crying, whole lot of telling me I should be dying or be like you, but I don't wanna be like you.
Again, I don't know what happens. I actually researched like the side of the sheet that I have to use, everything, and it doesn't get steady. I'm actually afraid of touching it. See, it's not firm enough. I don't know if it's the sheet I got. I noticed there was another one that was more expensive. Maybe next time I'm gonna try that brand instead of this one, because I I don't know why I cannot roll it in a way that it stays put. But yeah, this is still it. It's not the end. I can guarantee you I'm gonna try it again. But as I said, it's delicious because I tried before. It's nutritious. And actually today we have this crispy skin to finish it. Oh, actually, I forgot to add, let me get here. I forgot to add the soy sauce. So we are going to add while we are eating. But if you try to make it at home, don't forget to put a little of soy sauce in the rice. So yeah, let's eat because it's delicious. We are going to eat anyway. And stay tuned because there will be a part 3. I can guarantee you.
There's been a whole lot of trying, whole lot of crying, whole lot of telling me I should be dying.